Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. And today we're playing Farming Simulator 25. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. And without much further ado, we're going to get right into it. First of all, I have to do some general housekeeping to make sure that we're all on the same page. I've been doing some testing off camera with some different game features, even though I did not finish testing everything that I wanted to test to my satisfaction at this point in time. So there's still some things I want to look at, but I'll probably do that in between streams. In between tonight's stream and Saturday's stream, we'll see how far we get tonight and where we're at by the time by the time we finish up tonight. First thing we want to do is I want to hop right into the build or construction mode, because one of the things I did discover in my testing, I went ahead and tested the building of the shed that comes with the farm by default, and the shed is pretty much useless. It doesn't serve any purpose for where I can actually store my equipment. I could probably stick some bales in there, but it would even be very difficult to do that. So I don't even know what the purpose of this small shed is on the farm, other than just one of those experiences you can have with some of the constructibles that are built into the game. So we're gonna go ahead and sell this right now. But I guess it was just one of those things where it kind of showcase what some of the constructible buildings are in the game, because here's a whole collection of them here. If you go down here, we got a log cabin. You have a farmhouse. You could build your own farmhouses. Different designs on the farmhouses. A farm garage. I haven't played around with that one. I may see what some of these kind of do off camera. I see we got 4 different farm garages here. I don't know if they're of any better use than the shed was here. But the shed, I did build it off camera, and then kind of checked it out and saw it, and kind of tested it out to see if it was useful at all, if it served any purpose on the farm, at least as I'm utilizing it for right now, and it just did not work for the for my farm. So let's see here. Okay. And I honestly don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to also follow my live stream as it's happening, and I'm trying to go to watch the live show because I still want to monitor it to make sure that I have my audio and everything. And whatever reason, it's not cooperating, and I don't understand why. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that throw me off tonight. Looks like I guess I have to try to monitor it from my phone, because that's the only place it seems like I'm able to kind of see what's happening so far tonight. No, even that one's acting weird. All right. All right. All right. So we're headed back to our main farmhouse. I have been doing some things off camera, but only working contracts and the usual stuff that I do between episodes. Working contracts as we're trying to build our balance up. So right now I've been working contracts, and now it's like 2236 or 1036 So it's late at night, well into the evening. So we're gonna go ahead and sleep and move on to the next day. Okay, so here we are. It's a new day. Grandpa Walter's still standing out there chilling. But if we go to our crop calendar, we can see that our grass is now ready to harvest. So that's our next big uh, task or project we have going on. Uh, but I think it's time now. We've kind of outgrowing some of the equipment we have on the farm, and I think now is the time for us to say goodbye to our starting set of tractors and move on to some equipment that is more suitable for what we're going to be doing going forward. And then as our farm continues to grow in money and size, we will definitely need to get even some more advanced equipment. But right now, we're just doing grass silage operations. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go, we're going to upgrade our tractors. We're going to start by upgrading this Challenger tractor. We're going to go here to the shop. We're going to repair and repaint. In order to get the max value out of the tractor, it needs to be painted and repaired. So that gets the value of the tractor up to $35,792, which is not bad for being 33 months old. So at that point, we're going to go ahead and sell it. Now we're going to go into our shop menu. First off, let's see if we got anything interesting on sale. Actually, we do. This puts me in a quandary. We got the Agco White 8010 series on sale for $31,000. This tractor still doesn't get me what I want though, because I need tractors that have more opportunity for mounting mowers, and I need tractors that are powerful enough to pull the double mower mounts. This tractor has up to 160 horsepower, so it's definitely powerful enough to pull a single mower mount, but it doesn't give me the option of having a attachment on the front. So it doesn't. It's a great sale, and normally I would pull the trigger on this one, but I can't at this time because this tractor still doesn't serve the purpose that I need. So we're going to go up to our tractors, and if we look at small tractors from the shop menu, we have a few options here. I got a couple of mods on, but none of these tractors are going to serve the purpose that I need because again, I have some, there are some here that have the double mower, that would support the double mower mount that I'm looking to have. Oh, this is so, I don't understand what's going on here, bro. All right, we gotta close that out because I don't know what's going on with with my Twitch app on my PC. It's acting very strange. Okay, now it's coming out. Okay, all right. So let's go over to the category of medium tractors, and that was the MT600, which we just sold back. And these are options of some of the tractors we have, at least from the base game, and they're all pretty pricey. But I have a couple of mods that I've installed, and these are the modded tractors I have. I have an AGCO Series 9700, and I have the John Deere 4755 and the John Deere 7810. These were the base game tractors from Farming Simulator 22. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to upgrade both our tractors on the farm to the default tractor from Farming Simulator 22, except I'm not going to do the 4755. We're going to do two 7810s, maybe. Let's see. And this tractor is very slow, but it still serves the purpose for right now. We'll definitely be doing some more tractor transitions or upgrades in the future as more mods and tractors are released over time. Right now, it's pretty thin, but we're early. We're only within the first couple of months of Farming Simulator 25 being out. When we look back in 6 months from now, we're going to have a ton of mods. And even this time next year, it's going to be insane. But right now, we're still early, very early in the life cycle for Farming Simulator 25. So there's going to be a lot to come. But anywho, as we're here, I'm a big fan of the Michelin tires. So when I can, I'm going to throw on some Michelin tires. Uh, right now, we're going to stay with the standard tires because I don't need to be spending any extra money until I have to. We definitely do want a front loader attacher on this tractor. So we'll just go with the quick front loader attach setup. And that's really everything I need for right now. The horsepower, this tractor's 175 is going to be plenty of horsepower for most of the things I want to do. So we're going to go ahead and buy that for $69,500. And so that's tractor number one. Now for tractor number two, it's going to be the same deal. This tractor, though, is a much lower horsepower and weaker class of tractor. For now, we're going to turn our farm into a John Deere farm. We're going to take a little bit of a loss on the money we made. It's going to set us back from our goal of $1 million before we start really getting that heavy into what we want to do on the farm. But the time has come to upgrade our equipment. So now if we look at the John Deere, the value on it is just $26,205. This one does have a 3-point attachment. So do I really need this? Well, yeah, I do. We do, because of the whole power requirement. It's just not powerful enough to run the dual mower setup. So we're gonna go ahead and sell. Oops, keep messing up. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this and get that 26,000 back. That gets up to 582,000. We're gonna go back to medium tractors. We're gonna buy another 7810. Same deal, pretty much. Front loader attacher as well on that one. And I know it's not anything special or creative right now, but that's where we're at on the farm. Then, so now that we have that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get our mowing equipment. Because we're at that point now, and that's the whole reason for me doing this right now, is because we're ready to mow again. I want to go to the category mowers, and let's see, we do have a couple of modded mowers here, but we're not in the space yet where we're ready to start buying our own mowing equipment. And I'm gonna do two different setups just so we can kind of see what we're working with here. For one setup, I'm gonna use this modded Pottinger NovaCat 301 setup, and we're gonna lease this mower, and then we're also gonna lease the Crossflow, the NovaCat A10 Crossflow. All right, and that's gonna go on this setup, on this tractor. And don't worry, guys, that this pallet of liquid fertilizer will address that at some point in the future, just not right now. But definitely the time will come when we will deal with that as well. All right, so, and we're going to drive this setup to the farm. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way first. I'm going to direct my worker to drive this setup to our farm. Let's see if I can get him to park it right here. Yeah. When you do it off the road, they just don't seem to know how to get there. So we're just gonna have to park him on the main roads. If I set destination to the road right by the farm, then he seems to figure out, at least have an idea of where to go. If we do that, finds that destination. Okay, so while that guy is off to the races, we're also going to do a second mower setup. Let's see. Now for this one, we're going to do a sums setup. And we're going to use this front piece, release that. And then this back piece here, the KD's 941 STH. Well, that's 220 horsepower. What horsepower are our tractors? Uh, 175. Yikes. So I don't even know, because I forgot to even look at the coating errors to see what the horsepower requirement was on those. Oh, it's only 160. So it looks like we're going to be running Potingers on both of them, because that. Oh, this actually we could do this. The K brands setup on the back. I didn't do the note. Check that satisfactorily before. But we'll take a loss on that one. That was stupidity on my part. So release this one and the front piece that goes with that, with the Kun brand. But I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, so I just got to be careful how I say that. So let's go back to our vehicle screen, and then our leased items, because I did pull the trigger on that sums, and that's just one. I'm just going to take the loss on that one. Return that one. All right. Meanwhile, one of our pieces of equipment has arrived at the main farm, and we're going to set him to work first. And we're going to set him to work on the largest field. All right, now all we're doing is working on mowing, tedding, producing silage and hay bales. And until we start growing grain crops, that's all we have available. We won't have any access to straw until we grow some grain crops and then do some grain crop harvest so that we can produce straw. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and check this out and see how this whole setup performs. All right. And we're going to activate the AI worker here on this field, and let's see. Go ahead and get this field mowed in accordance with my desired result here. Okay, as we're doing, I'm going to make sure he performs as I would like him to do so. Alrighty, so he's coming through and taking care of that. And we're going to do the same thing with this setup. And we're going to send this guy over to the main farm as well. And I'll just let the AI drive him to that location. While we keep an eye on our other guy to make sure he's not lost. I think we're going to do the same, similar to what we did last cycle with, so we're only going to do one hayfield this time, and everything else is just going to be silage. So going back to our vehicle screen here, actually, we're not going to need to hold on to this forage pickup, so I'm going to return that. At least we don't need that right now, but I may be grabbing it again in the not too distant future. Any loose grass, hay that we can't have. I'm not able to pick up by conventional means. So let's go back to the shop one more time. And another piece of equipment we're going to need. We're going to need a couple of things actually. But we're going to start with the tedder. And I don't want to get too crazy with the tedder. We do the 8-meter one because we don't. If we're only doing one field, we really don't need to get that fancy with it. But we'll lease that. That's $7.90, and that'll be available. And then we also got to be thinking about our baler. What baler are we going to use? Well, actually two things here. We got a windrow, then we got a bale. So let's grab, what windrower do we want to do? We do have one modded windrower available, the Converge Max 950, and that has a 9.5 meter working width, and that's $72,000. But again, we're not big money like that. We can just use the Samaz Z2 840H windrower. And we'll lease that. And that we'll use that to create our windrows. And finally, we'll need a baler. And we're doing round bales. These are our base games. We have a few mods. There was a mod pack that was released in the mod hub yesterday. They added a few more options to the in addition to the base game builds we already got. So as you see, we got a few more additions. We got the ones with the liftable bales and pallets mods, but we also got the Pottinger Impress 3190 BC Pro and the Vicon Fast Bill, and that's the baler that we want to utilize today. I think. Wait a minute, does the Fast Bill wrap? I'm trying to remember. Yes, okay, it does. Yeah. And so when I can, I want to throw Michelin's on there. We'll set up standard design, Vicon, Cumberland, Vicon. It's fine. What is the film binding? We'll do standard net. And our bills, we want to do black bills, green, nature green, empty. We want to do black bills this time. And we'll go ahead and lease that. Just got to make sure that we set our bill size to the correct size. As you see here, the bill size that this baler makes is only the 125 centimeter bill, so we want to keep that in mind here. That's everything we need, at least for right now, for our grass operations. And while we're waiting on our other worker to arrive, oh, he's already arrived. Really missed that. So we're going to set our other worker to work right here, right now, where we're already at. Same deal. Actually, before we set him loose, let's make sure we have him set up how we want him set up. Two headlines is fine on this map, and XSX is fine. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and determine our pace on this field. And same deal, just mowing is all we're trying to get accomplished right now. And that's just across the board. Why did it work and there's so much grass back there in the background? I'm seeing why. Don't know what happened there. Area over here. Like, why is he missing some very large spots here? I'm not understanding that. We're definitely still not getting it. I don't understand what's going on there. All right, just checking out our worker and the progress that he's making. And both workers look like they're doing okay. I'm still not understanding why this guy is missing such big spots on this field. But I guess when he finishes out to come back and manually list those areas that we missed. And if we go to our growth menu, you can also see what it looks like from our filters view. And as you know, the orange looking color, that's all ready to harvest areas. So, and the little green areas, I guess, are where we had crop damage. Which actually I find interesting for grass fields, because grass is really not easily damaged. It's one of the most resilient crops in the world. And we got some spots here and there. And all the spots that are redundant are all those spots where we had that show where we had crop damage. That's a little interesting. to make some sense of what's happening here. So hop up here and see if the field information. We got some grass is growing, and I guess we may not be able to harvest those spots where that grass is not being mowed. But just in case I run over it, when the worker finishes, I'll run over it with the tractor one more time to see what it actually looks like. And as you can see, with all the leasing equipment that we got done, or we've actually knocked our plus the tractor purchases, we knocked our accounts balance down to below $500,000. So we've got a lot of work to do to get our balance. Guys, you gotta bear with me a little bit today. I did have an appointment with the dentist. In fact, I wasn't sure up until kind of the last minute. So now I'm just doing I had good work done today. Really, that was outside of that whole scenario. It's been a little bit tired this week, so kind of zoning out a little bit here and there. Still trying to push through because we got a lot of things we got going on. There's a lot of stuff I want to get accomplished in the series. I definitely want to go ahead and get much knocked out. Like I said, I did do a lot of testing. Well, a little bit of testing. I won't say a lot of testing. I tried to do maybe a bit too at this point. I did do a few things. Like I said, I did test the farm build. I'm happy with the results of that, especially with the consideration of all of the materials such as or produce in order to build that shed. The reward, not a lot of investment being put into the back and factor in how much would cost you in materials. You could just buy a pre-built shed at that and further emphasize a little of the value of constructiveness. I think that's one thing the Giants are good, trying to focus future, really making sure that the economy in the game is really a lot more balanced. I mean, it's pretty good, but it could be better. And especially when it comes to projects like that. but this worker is finished on field 5. So let's see if we can over here manually touch these areas that we didn't want to mow. So let's go to the back more, let's go to the front more, up down for the lower. So it's not any harvesting. And with the field info, what does it say? It says growing versus, just like that grass got kicked back to a previous growth state. So not all the grass in the field is growing at the same growth rate. So that's going to bite me this time. So in this scenario, it looks like in order for me to have all even grass, so for future reference, so all the grass will be on the same growth state, we're going to have to wait an additional cycle before we harvest grass, much to my chagrin. When you have damage in the field, it looks like. Something I did not test off camera, but now that I'm looking at what's happening here, now we know. Makes sense when you think about it. If you look here, literally it's showing you that because you got all these ready to harvest, and then the parts that are not are green. So what I think I'm going to do, just to go ahead and proof this theory, we won't cut these other two or do anything with these other two fields into the next month. So we're done now. And this is a little costly experiment or test here, but we need to do it. And we got, the only thing is that I won't keep 2 mowers between months. We'll just keep 1 mower. Park you right there. Wait for our other guy to finish. I'm sure he probably already is. Alright, so go ahead and fold you up. And we'll keep the pulling there. So that'll make it real simple. You know what we're doing here. Alright, so I got it. I got it in my head what I want to do. We won't cut again on any of these grass fields until all the grass is all in the same growth state. And so it's just lessons learned. Alright. So for you, we're going to drop the back door, drop the front door, and we're going to send you to the shop. So except we're going to do the magic way to send you to the shop. You know, if we're playing super realistic, we'd sit and wait for me to drive there. But not necessary right now. Alright, so for this big field, we're going to go ahead and do our heading first. Alright, so we're going to send you, set destination to here. Let's see if he'll navigate here. It's probably going to spit it back at me saying it can't reach it, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, he didn't. That's a little surprising. I'm going to do the same thing with our other friend here. Going to reset to the shop. This time we're going to grab the windrower. And we're going to send this fella over to this location. Alright, so we have arrived at our destination. And for this field, we're gonna do hay. So in order for us to produce hay, we have to TED this field. There's the elevator. See, we came up on the wrong side. I was throwing me off there because I don't remember this field being that elevated. Alright, let's see if we can set up a worker to do our windrows. So if we activate AI worker, what will we do here? All right, now once this worker comes over this field with the tedder is going to turn that grass, basically flip it out so it can dry out and produce hay. And then we just got to come through with the windrows, set up the windrows, and then come through with the baler and make some round hay bales. All right, our windrower has arrived. And with our windrower, what we're going to do is we're going to go in this field. Actually, I could have did it from the other side, but it's being anally tinted here. The worker lined up roughly here. We're going to hire a worker. And this worker is going to create windrows. One other thing I did encounter off camera, I guess we can kind of touch on that while we're letting the workers do their thing, is I did kind of check out some things concerning the cow pasture that comes on this farm by default. And this cow pasture is not a full-fledged cow pasture, meaning these cows, this is literally just like if you had a large operation for cattle, this would be your breeding pen. But these cows don't produce anything, and that's why when you go to here this screen, you'll notice the only thing you see is conditions and food. And it's productivity and water are your conditions. There's nothing, they're not producing any silage, they're not producing any milk. When you go to the shop menu, you see you get a little more information that kind of helps you to better understand what's happening here. Because if we go to cows now, you notice, and we select this particular pen that we're utilizing right now, the cow pasture. It says a place to keep your cows. Attention, this is a breeding barn. Therefore, milk production is not possible. The pasture of this building can be customized. And then next up, we have a cow barn. Same deal. No milk. It's just a breeding ground. And then we even got a large one, and same thing. The only thing that changes between is this one's customizable. This one's 35 cows, and this one's 99 cows. But the cow barns that the cows can produce milk and slurry and even manure are start here at $254,000. In fact, this building holds uh, 50 cows, Then we got a $518,000 building. It holds 96 cows, and the feeding robot cow barn that costs $722,500 and holds 93 cows. So, with keeping that in mind, the cow operation might be out of our budget right now, as I think more about it. So there may be a different set of animals that we want to start off with. Horses is definitely not it. There's not a lot of profit in horses. Pigs require a lot of different crops for feed. They're not uh, super productive. Sheep would probably, since I'm already doing a lot of grass work already, and sheep produce wool and don't require that many other inputs outside of grass. That might be where we want to roll right now. But if we were to start with sheep, what's your cost for sheep pastures? We have a standard sheep pasture, sheep barn that holds 26. The pasture holds 19. We got a larger size sheep barn that holds 26. Wait a minute, what's the difference? 26. They both hold 26. I don't know what the difference between the two is, other than I guess the style of the building. But then we got one that's 97,000. That holds 68 sheep. And the largest one, oh, this is the large one, isn't it? Yeah, that's large. Yeah. And then we got a modded sheep barn. The finished sheep barn is a mod that we have that holds 80 sheep. Yeah. Just wanted to get an idea how big that one is. Oh yeah, it's a huge building. All right, so outside of sheep, then we have chickens. And we got a couple of chicken pens here, customizable one for 31 chickens. Chicken pasture. Chicken pasture. All of those hold 20 chickens. Then we got a shed with open chicken pasture. How big is that one? Pretty big. Then a shed with open chicken pasture. And we got finally the chicken coop. And that's that one right there. And that also has solar panels and whatnot, and that's 79,000. So we don't have a lot of money to delve into any of this other stuff right now. Let's go back over to the cows real quick though. I thought I had a modded cow barn installed as well, didn't I? Yeah. This one's $40,000. It holds 50 cows. That's this guy right here. That's what I was looking at. That's probably what we're gonna have to do, utilize this mod. At least as some of these mods are released here later in the cycle, we'll probably have some more options available to us, but a lot of the base game options are super limited right now. Because there's a lot I can do in this area because we can cut these trees and clear all this stuff out. Probably do the same in these areas over here. Because even like with this B area here, we can clear some of this stuff out. I think we could sell this building right here, the grain bin. Yeah, that's basically a decoration. It doesn't really do anything. And that'll give us $339. We're gonna not sell it yet because it does have solar panels. I don't know if that solar panel means that building is giving us income every month or not. So I think with the cows, we're going to go ahead and place that other cow barn. Just can't do it right now because all of my Excuse me, all of my tractors are elsewhere occupied. Okay, now where are we at? Alright, so we got this field all tedded up. Go ahead and get this tedder out of the way. Drop that off. Well, that's actually, let's place this over in this location. Make sure it's out the way whenever worker won't go next. There. That there. Whoops, sorry, sign, road sign. Alright, so the next stage in the process here is, oh, good goodness, the steering on this game that they tweaked since the last update is still hard to control. Again, I don't know why they messed with steering. That was nothing they really needed to touch. Alright, where are we? So a windrower is done in this field. So we're gonna take this guy because we need this. Excuse me, this tractor to do the same thing, but just on this other field. On field 2. Pretty much the same. Oops. I should have folded up before we started moving. But pretty much the same exercise, so. All right. So let's go ahead and lower our equipment and hire a worker and let that worker go to work. Now while he's getting this stuff together, let's move back to this tractor. And now one of our fields we're pretty much ready to bale, so we're just gonna reset the tractor to the shop, save that trip. And like I said, I don't like the way that steering is. Even making simple turns is way more difficult than it needs to be. All right, and we're gonna set the baler to go to field 2. Excuse me, field 5 that is, or at least near field 5. And we'll just follow this guy as he makes his way over to the main farm. Get this screenshot. There we go. That's a good little screen. And that's the wrong button, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's try that one more time. Alright, we have arrived. And now that we have the baler on site, we're ready to do a baling operation. And for this setup, we're making straight up silage bales. The baler only produces one size bale, so there's no bale size setting. We're going to go ahead and unfold the baler. Lower pickup and turn around baler, and we can just pick up this grass straight off the ground as is and let the baler do the rest. And there's our first bill, or our first contestant. Let's see how many bills we can get off this field. Field 5, that is, that we're on right now. I know we're going to get a reduced yield because of those areas, the field that got damaged, that we were unable to harvest right now. And note that these bales that we are producing are not part of the liftable bales pack, so these bales will not be liftable. Just want to keep that in mind. I didn't even think about that. I was just so happy to have one of the mods that we used in the past, this fast bale, available. Yeah, and I didn't really even consider whole issue of liftable bales. But we finally have some auto-load bale trailers available in the mod hub now, so we may still have some options that we can utilize to at least simplify those parts of the process. And also this fast bale only produces one size, and that's the smallest bale size, and that's why we're spitting out so many bales. back that up. Kind of missed a spot. Yeah, we are, even though the yield is reduced, we're still going to produce quite a few bales again because we're producing the smallest bale size in the game. Still miss some material there. This pickup area for this baler is garbage. And then you barely turn how you want to turn, and that's just adding slightly to my frustration here. All right, we got it. But the pickup issues aside, this mod is at least living up to its name. It is a fast build. All right, 2 more rows to go. All right, so this job is complete. give or take. I still see a lot of loose material in different areas around the field, so maybe not. We got enough to create another bale, close, but not entirely. Alright, so we're gonna lift pick up and turn off the baler. I think we're done for now. And we'll be back. Just checking in on our other worker. He's still in progress, so we'll leave him be for right now. Actually, kind of go ahead and get started on our additional phase of this project, though, because he's over in one part of the field and we'll be in another different area in the field. So we're going to take our baler again, and we're going to start down here in the bottom. Turn on. As I can visually see some loose material. Yeah, it's turning radius. Alright, so let's pick up this loose material here, get started. We'll grab as much as we can wholesale. And now we're spitting out hay bales. Alright, so we're still leaving a lot of material behind, and that's unsatisfactory. The tolerance on this pickup is way too tight. And like I was saying earlier, it's just going to take but a while for the community to get some new mods developed, or at least the Farming Simulator 25 versions of some of the most popular mods from previous versions of Farm Sim. And we'll have a lot more options, because there's definitely baling options. I can't wait to get that. This is a modded version of this fast baler with a much wider pickup, and that was one that I used a lot in a lot of my previous live stream series. Okay, let's get this other worker out of the way. Said, I'm really not happy with how tight this pickup is for this baler. It's causing me to miss a lot of loose material, and I'm not happy about that. I don't like having to do double work, like having to go back over area parts of the field I've already been through one time. This is kind of necessitating that in this particular scenario. It's going to be hard for me to get all this material without having to go back and forth. Too many missed spots, too tight a tolerance on the baler. This is nuts. And the tractor being hard to steer, it's just a lot of factors here that's affecting my ability to do this as clean as I would like to do it. This is a little bit crazy, but I'm just do the best I can on these rows, and then we'll have to come back and pick up all the missed material. It's all kind of all over the place. I'm so kind of OCD-ish about a lot of things, so that's going to drive me nuts. But after this particular harvest, we won't need hay for a while. At least until our cows start demanding more TMR. And again, because we're just doing a breeding barn right now, not an actual cow barn where they produce other stuff, materials. We won't have that great demand for hay at the moment that we use in making our TMR or cow feed either. So we're going to address that cow barn situation. I'm probably going to go ahead and install that botted barn, and we'll probably do that on the next episode of this series. Just try to get our cows producing some materials that we can sell for profit right now. We got to up the ante on getting profit on the farm. And what we'll probably also do is do some forestry on our property that we own, cut some trees down, put some space, and see if that can help us with our monetary issues right now, because contracts just don't seem to be doing it quickly enough now, especially since they cut the earnings on contracts overall. Every time we miss material, it's just gonna stick in my brain. I always gotta go back and get it. At least try to get it. Yeah, we're gonna have quite a few hay bales after this exercise. Well, I think the bale counter is only telling us we got 36 bales. So we can kind of blaze through these last few rows here, because we're gonna have to come back and pick up all this loose material no matter what. So we can kind of pick this pace up a little bit, because we're getting close to the end of tonight's episode. We're gonna have to double back a lot anyways. It's just the nature of the beast here, but I kind of want to get this process wrapped up so we can kind of have a definitive stopping point tonight. As we also indicated we won't do our other two grass fields right now. We're just gonna make sure that the entire field, even the damaged areas, are all ready to harvest state before we do that again. That was a mistake on our part, but you know, we're learning as we go. You know, part of what we're doing in this series, and we have a lot to learn. And we're just gonna touch upon that. I'm not backtracking it. We'll backtrack after we've done pretty much the whole thing. So we'll come back and see. Oh man, why is it so difficult to steer? All right. There's a saying how much you miss for the row right there. But I give up on trying to steer this dang thing. The way the controls are right now, I gotta play with that in the settings and see if I can kind of make it, especially at least a little more bearable. We're getting close, almost there. We're up to 47 bills. I wonder if that bill counter is just counting the bills that are created on this field, or is that bill counter counting all bills that are on the map? I don't. It's got to be every bill that I can produce with this bill, or I'm thinking it's just on this field. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And now we're just chasing all these spots where we got loose material all across the field. Try to pick that up and see if we could produce a few more bales. I got a lot of spots around the field like that. Definitely got a bunch of spots in this material. Alright, we got 78%, not quite enough to create another bill. And is that it? And we produced 48 bills. Not a bad take, not a bad take at all. But again, these bills are not liftable because we didn't use one of the bills from the liftable bill pack. So that presents another minor dilemma. Or does it? So let's reset our tractor back to the shop. Excuse me, back to the store. And see what our options are. And let's go to the store. And we want to go this time to our trailers. I think it's under. Gotta get used to the new menus in 25 as well. No, we want bale trailers specifically though. There's a separate category for bale trailers. Transport, yeah. All right, and we got a few mod trailers that I added to the game for some mods that have released here within the last week, and so we have an auto load pack that came out over the week, and we're going to try utilizing some of the balers from that to see how they work in conjunction with what we have going on here. And we have the following from that auto load pack. We have the Corridor PWO 24, the Farmtrack DPW 1800, the Farm Tech DDK 2400, and EDK 650. And let's see, this one does. It doesn't say the maximum number of bills that they can carry. That's a DPW. Okay. Let's see here. Since we're still poor, do we want to use the smallest one here? And bale trailer. But is that one that says it's auto load? Although we got 48 bills to pick up, so we might even want to use this guy. And it's cheaper than that one. Yeah, so we'll do this one. We'll do auto load, yes. Tires don't matter. Extension don't matter. Beacon don't matter. Colors don't matter. We're just leasing it. Yep. And we'll hop into the shop. Grab that bad boy. Let's get our beacons turned on. And we'll see how this works with our bills. Send this to the farm, set destination. And send it on its way. Alright, and let's, excuse me. So there we go. This works well. And we're coming up on the end of tonight's episode. Thank everyone for tuning in and checking me out. You've been tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming. Live on Twitch. Farming Simulator 25. And we're on the main map of Farming Simulator 25. Riverbend Springs. Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Wherever you're running across my content, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Episodes of my Twitch live stream series are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically with minimal editing in their entirety. The same thing applies there wherever you're running across my content. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The only way I can get better is with your feedback, and your feedback is appreciated. Alright, so we got that covered. We're going to go to transporting position. So this auto load trailer works nicely. I just got to figure out where to situate these bales. So I guess for now we're going to put them on the other side of these trees, but we're soon going to do some work with these trees, and we're going to turn all of these trees and a lot of this areas around the farm. We're going to get as much wood chips as we can. Alright, now how do we have options for as far as unloading bales, like we control the bales. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I don't know what this unloading assistant does. Right stick. Yeah. It's supposed to be controls for unloading the bales, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. All right, well that's all we got going for tonight. When we pick back up on the next episode, we'll work on that cow barn situation. And well, thank you for tuning in, checking me out, and have a good night, everyone. I will catch you on the flip side.